Ceuta, Queta, whatever the pronunciation is, in Morocco, the Spanish enclave in Morocco. We all remember and we all saw the videos of the mini invasion that took place a couple of weeks or so ago. Depends which report you read, but anything from 40 to 70,000 Moroccans broke through the barriers, swam around onto the beaches and effectively invaded Ceuta. And then we were told that the Spanish authorities managed to drive them all out, get rid of them all, and that everything was back to normal, the problem resolved. There have been rumours over the last 3-4 days that another break-in was coming. That hasn't really materialised from what I've heard. There were people sort of seen gathering, but I don't think it really panned out. But are we able to believe what we've been told in the media? Are we able to believe that Ceuta is back to normal? Are we able to believe that the inhabitants, the Spanish inhabitants of Ceuta, are happy with the way things have turned out? Take a look at this video. So that's effectively a before and after video. It's what the beaches of Ceuta used to look like, and it's what they look like now. And from all reports, it seems that of the 60,000 or so that arrived, there are still a few thousand there, refusing to leave, setting up makeshift shanty towns, tents, habitations on the beaches and on the coast roads and in town, loitering around. There are health service reports of outbreaks of diseases, TB being one of those diseases, many other diseases that previously hadn't really been in that town. There are reports of assaults on local residents. There are reports of sexual assaults and rapes. Now, none of this has been verified. I'm not saying that this is true, but these are the reports that are coming out. Those pictures of the people on the beaches, those pictures of the rubbish and filth and crap floating in the sea, those pictures of what the healthy, beautiful beaches used to look like and what they look like now are real. Those are real films, real images. So what are you supposed to make of that? If you're one of the Spanish residents that lives there, if you're one of the Spanish people that has had their relatively small area that they live in, their relatively small area of habitation, effectively dominated now by these few thousand men, and they are all men, who are now loitering around their towns, going into their supermarkets and shops, searching for food, building makeshift shanty towns on their beaches. How would you feel? If you were a man who's got a wife or daughters, how safe would you feel? Is that to be tolerated? Or should they all just be rounded up and booted out? And what happens if that becomes common all over Europe? What happens if, for whatever reason, the Spanish authorities decide to give them an amnesty, as they already have done for over 1 million others on the Spanish mainland? Is this acceptable? That's my question. Should we, as Europeans, just accept that happening in our towns? It's happening in many locations in the UK. Many of these military camps that are being set up in places like Piddington and Crowborough and Weatherfield. Where's the other one? Alton-on-Ouse or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of it in Yorkshire. These towns are being absolutely swamped and dwarfed. Piddington, I believe, has 350, 400 residents, and they're talking about putting 1,200 men right on top of them. Is that acceptable? Would anyone accept that? What are we supposed to do? And when you come out and talk about it or push back against it, you get denigrated and slandered and labelled and libelled with all sorts of names. Racist, xenophobe, bigot, etc. But surely any person anywhere in the world would not want the place they live to be turned into the sort of shithole you've just seen on the beach in Ceuta. So what are we supposed to do about it? Just accept it or say no and push back? Personally speaking, I'm very firmly in favour of saying no and pushing back hard.